man.
We don't
We're
know.
mixed
I'm
martial
sorry
arts.
about that.
You watch any of mixed martial arts,
Yes,
UFC
I
and
do.
whatnot?
Actually, my friend is part owner of the Titan Group.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Aronson.
All right.
So, I always post his flyers and all that. And he got a big gym down in where they train at in Florida.
Okay.
So, I live in Miami, so I go over there sometimes work. I do my cardio. They fucking people up and all that shit.
Yeah.
So you're looking at it, I'm like, motherfucker want to get me in the ring. You trying to fuck up Fat Joe. I ain't doing that.
No, I don't blame you. I wouldn't
They
either.
want to put me in the Cobra Clutch and shit.
You a casual fan with the fights? Or with the, with the
casual
mixed martial
fan with the fights. I go for the big ones.
Yeah.
So I go, my man McGregor.
Yeah, I was going to say, Conor
Man,
McGregor.
it's like smoking drugs when I see this guy.
Oh, you
This
like
guy,
watching Conor?
It's a fucking movie, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think about him against Mayweather? They're talking
Well,
about
if they
that.
just box, Mayweather get him.
Yeah,
The
I
think
champ
so,
would
too.
get him. But, if they go on the floor, that's a different type of thing.
Mayweather would never fight
he
him
would
in a
never
mixed
fight him
martial
on the
arts
floor.
fight, no.
So, but McGregor, he's been the biggest inspiration to me with the mixed martial arts. He's been my hero.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So he talked shit to the Brazilian guy. He knocked the motherfucker out in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
The next day, he put up a video on fucking social media where he's riding the bike going da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucker D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg.
That's funny.
I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's fucking incredible. Like,
That's funny,
because this guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
I love that shit.
Yeah, he backs it up. I mean, I'm not even a fan of his. I wanted the Brazilian Jose Aldo to win, but you can't.
Hey, man. He be the guy that ain't losing 10 years, knock him the fuck out. He didn't
13
play
seconds.
that shit.
Yeah.
13 seconds.
That's about like literally Aldo lasted
All right,
a
so
little longer than me.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Here's a guy. You fighting a guy who's won every match in 10 years. You get up there and you talk all kind of fucking obscenities you could think of in the world. You fucking piss him off. You're fucking disgusted. We want you to die, actually, because you're so disrespectful. And he gets in the ring. But you got to hear me out. Don't stop me.
Sure.
He gets in the ring and knocks the motherfucker out in 13 seconds. And the next day posts the video riding an old school Mexican bike going da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucker. I thought he was God. Like, I was like, he's here. God is here. Like, this motherfucker's nuts. He's a marketing genius, bro.
That's entertaining. That's entertaining.
What? That is straight fucking entertainment. I'll buy that movie. In fact, I bought that movie.
Yes.
Every time he fought, I pay per view.
Yeah, because people who like him want to see him win, and people who don't like him want to see him lose. There's no indifference.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for him and for Dana and for the UFC.
Yes.
It's like Mayweather. I don't like Floyd Mayweather. I want to see somebody knock him the fuck out, so I'll watch him fight just
There's
to
a good
see if he
chance you ain't
loses.
going to see nobody
Never.
knock him
I
out.
think you're right. Never.
He's just too clever with it. And the thing about Floyd Mayweather, let me explain something. One thing that hurts most athletes is drug abuse or liquor abuse or whatever have you like that. They like to party.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't drink, doesn't get high, it's an illusion, it's a joke. If you went to see him in the club, you'd be like, fucking junkie. You'll see all the bottles in front of thing. He never drinks, right? He doesn't drink. Not only that, his IQ, his historian. He studied so many great boxers that he was born into this shit.
Yeah.
They taught him since he was a baby. Like, oh, look what Rocky Marciano did. Look what Muhammad did. Look what this one did. Look what he knows every. If you knocked him and he went, he'll remember what the fuck Larry Holmes did when he did that, and come back and give it to you. Some of these guys got raw talent, but don't have that knowledge that Floyd Mayweather has. And the only time I bet against Floyd Mayweather was Arturo Gatti. And boy, I lost on that.
Lost.
Big time. I went to the fight and everything.
You were a big Arturo Gatti fan?
Yeah, man. That
me
motherfucker
too.
was the truth, bro.
Fun. I mean,
Fun, right? Get knocked out 10 times, get back up, and,
of course.
and fucking knock the other guy out. This shit was insane.
His trilogy with Mickey Ward was great. You saw those fights.
That shit was phenomenal, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I like to watch that boxing.
Oh.
I like to watch the one motherfuckers get knocked out, get up, fight, knocked out.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I'm not too much of the no one gets hit shit.
Well, that's how Floyd fights.
I know.
Floyd's a guy who's very defensive, and he's fast, and I've never seen a better defensive fighter.
It's almost like with Floyd fight, it's almost like Tom Brady, right? Where Atlanta was kicking everybody's ass, and you just knew Atlanta was the new hot shit, but you don't bet against Brady. Yeah. You just don't fucking do it, right? So, like, motherfucker, yo, you want to place a bet? Yo, yeah. You know, but you're not going to put your money up against Brady. You got to be on fucking drugs. Exactly what happened might happen.
I was so annoyed. I don't care about either team, but I left. It was 28-3. I'm like, I can drive home now. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. As soon as they got to 12, I'm like, this is a problem. You just knew.
The problem I had one time like that was we went to, I love basketball. So we went to All-Star Weekend in Atlanta, and we was watching the fucking game, and the guys was losing. That was Jordan's comeback. The guys was losing, so they were down like maybe 10-something. It was like a minute to go. So I left the arena early. As I'm walking out the door, I'm hearing, So Michael Jordan's making this comeback going against Kobe. I'm like, what the fuck? I walked out of here. Holy shit. Yo. And then we start watching in the screen from outside. You can't even go back in. And I'm courtside at the yeah. I'm like, I played myself.
Sometimes beating traffic isn't worth it.
Exactly. Sometimes beating traffic is.
I've done it. I've left a couple of big ones. The Yankee game, Mattingly's last home run in the stadium. I was at the game. I was eating a fucking hot dog down at the concession stand like an asshole. I'm like, why am I missing this?
I did that with the Chael Sonnen versus Anderson Silva fight when he got caught in the triangle in the 5th round. I didn't really leave during that, but I can't. I don't watch other sports besides me. It's the only thing I can relate to you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
He got caught in that 5th round with that triangle.
That's good shit.
Imagine if I would have
left. That's good
shit.
It was a good fight.
I think it was a minute and a half left.
Nah, that's good shit.
And remember that fight?
Yeah, I remember that fight. It was very, very big talk.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like for the big talk. For the hype. I'm not a football fan, but I watched the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
There you go.
To see the greatness.
Yeah.
You know, when we know greatness is involved,
yes,
we gotta watch.
Yeah, because something's going to happen that's interesting. Even if you're more of a casual fan, something is going to happen.
You see, what happened with Tom Brady is he's last of the Mohicans, baby. He's like a Favre. He's like a Dan Marino, Elway.
Montana, yeah.
Montana, you know, this motherfucker.
He's better than those guys. I hate to say it because I don't like him, but he's better.
That's crazy. He's better.
Who's your favorite? If you had to go...
Let me just stay on that 1 second before you tell me. Let me tell you something, bro. You watched that press conference after that game when the Teddy Bradshaw and it was like, the greatest to ever touch soil. When you have the greats, you know, this guy might have a statue himself somewhere, Teddy Bradshaw. When you have that guy say, the very air, the breath, your feet touching the ground. You are the one. Like, yo, how would you feel, man? Like, I was looking at this. Like, I'm not even a football fan. I was like, this guy's really, they saying this. Like, this is really happening. I saw something. You know, you saw a moment in life that you was like, yo, we can't take that shit back, man.
You know you're watching probably the greatest to ever do something, and you don't usually get to see that, even in something, you know, it was like watching Jordan play basketball. I still prefer Abdul-Jabbar, but whatever. Fucking Jordan was probably... I'm very biased. You know, I'm very happy Jordan didn't break his record, and I don't want to see LeBron break the points record either. It's just my thing. I'm very childish and loyal to people.
That's right.
When I'm a kid,
That's
whoever I like, I always like.
That's how you're supposed to be, man.
Kareem's ornery, though. Let's be honest. I've heard Jordan's a little ornery, too. I've never met him.
Kareem was from here. No, but Kareem is a little... I mean, I met him. He was nice to me, but, you know, Kareem... You know, if you judged him from outside, you ain't known. You would say he's an asshole.
Yeah, I met him a couple of times. It was never. He was always fine, but they were never amazing experiences.
So you think he's cocky that he got that front kick on Bruce Lee?
Look, Fat Joe knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. Was that Game of Death?
That was Game of Death.
I remember
he had the fight. That was the guy.
He had to fight Jim Kelly too, right?
Did he fight Jim
Bruce
Kelly?
Lee just
No. Jim Kelly. He was
in the tournament with him.
He was with him in Enter the Dragon.
Hey, yo, let me ask you something. This fucking Bruce Lee, huh?
What about him? Love him?
He was amazing.
He was one of the. I mean, listen,
he was the greatest shit.
He's the
in
guy
the world.
that. Well, I mean, I would like to see him. If there's a time machine, if he could, you know. I mean,
did he ever fight professionally?
Well, listen, there's always rumors of him fighting in undergrounds, this and that, but you know, he was obviously gone way before mixed martial arts came about in the UFC, because that really is before. Listen. when we all grew up, what we thought about real fighting was what we seen in the movies. Oh man, I think what would happen if Chuck Norris fought Bruce Lee?
We all fought karate because of that.
Yeah, we didn't know what was what. But when the mixed martial arts, when the UFC came out in 1993, now is that's what really works in a real.